What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys are having a good weekend so far. In today's video, we got a little bit of a announcement here for some more events coming next week. Now, if you guys missed my video from yesterday, we do have an announcement for Eternal Soulstone boost starting tomorrow. There will be a deck of fate associated with this as well for relic materials and all that, so it's nothing too crazy, honestly, but it's a 2x boost on the Eternal Soulstone, so you'll be getting a double rate on the 6-star for the 6-star Eternal Soulstone, so 50% chance at 6 stars. That's pretty significant. So if you want to gamble your big guys, that's going to be starting tomorrow. So what's starting on Tuesday? So on Tuesday we got this starting up. We got on March 17th, we're planning to launch a Victorious Titan event, guys, where you'll be able to get the perfect souls for Pelops the Victor and other valuable goodies. Throughout the course of the Victorious Titan event, you'll be able to earn up to 890 anniversary points during the first part, lasting from March 17th to March 24th, and then 860 points during the second part, lasting from the March 25th to the 2nd. So it ends on the 2nd. You will earn up to a maximum of 1,750 anniversary points, but you only need 1,500 anniversary points to unlock all the milestone rewards. So pretty standard stuff, 1,500 out of a total of 1,750. And let's see what kind of goodies are in here. We'll feature various rewards, such as the Howling Guardians and Thunderbolt Spear relics. So those are the relics from the relic Winds of Winter. Hold on, let's check out the index here. And there you go. Howling Guardians is the epic. Yes, Howling Guardians is the epic. Decrease the damage the most injured ally receives from bosses by 5%. Where it receives that damage instead, this relic will only activate once per team. I don't know. Somebody mentioned that this was good on some kind of Titus team. I have no idea. I've never seen this actually used before. Yeah, I've never actually seen it, but the legendary relic Thunderbolt Spear is actually pretty good. You got the main stat for crit damage, so you can get more crit damage early for less levels. Now this boost against shields, I mean, it's not significant and mostly a PvP type of ability, right? Not too many PvE areas have shields, but just for the crit damage and a little bit of attack is still pretty good. And of course, if you're using it in arena at all, you're going to get some value out of it. So it's a pretty decent one, straightforward and nothing too fancy. Now, what else is available is this. The 1, 3, and 5-star perfect souls for Pelops will be available. So that's really nice that they're giving us the option for the 1 and 3-star as well. Obviously, the 5-star is the main prize. All right, and that's it for that. Let's take a quick look at the Plarium play calendar here real quick. So we have the Barbarian Summoning Pool happening right now. The main prize here would be Baek, and then we have the Eternal Awakening boost. I mentioned that earlier. And then the Deck of Fate, which is starting tomorrow. There is the Void Shard, Primal Shard, which is good to see. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to throw my big guys, my big rocks into there. Now, it's kind of weird, or it's kind of interesting that the Pelops fusion is kind of still ongoing, but then the Titan starts now. So it's like, happens occasionally, but not super common, I think. And then you have one free shot here, I think, with the Prism Crystal from the Sand Devil. I was really contemplating using all my Prism Crystals to try to fish for Baek. I think he's really good, but probably not. All right, I quickly put some of these dates or key dates and details into a calendar here. So the Titan event starts on the 17th and it's going to end on the 2nd. So we're going to get, 3 weeks of this. So 890 points for the first week and then 860 points for the second week. Sorry, it's like 2.5 weeks. But 890 points in the first week, that's pretty significant. So obviously there's going to be a summoning event. We already know that there's going to be a Deck of Fate happening during the Titan event, but doesn't have any Titan points in it. So for example, the Verdant Deck of Fate, that's the Deck of Fate here. So we're not going to see a Deck of Fate during the first week at least. So we're probably going to see something pretty big for the weekend. and no more event dungeon. So there's no event dungeon tournaments or anything like that. So they got to put the points somewhere else. What else we got going on here? Another big event coming in the second weekend. And second weekend here, gonna be big, probably big summon event. And at some point, there's probably going to be a hero's path for something here. I think maybe the hero's path will show up at the very end for the souls, or it could be for Edward. Now we know that the Titan event is happening. That means there's no Titan event for Edward. Edward's just going to be some kind of, single instance like event, but there's still a bunch of souls up for grabs. And Pontiff is probably up for grabs as well. And there's a very small sliver of hope inside myself that Bayek will be offered somewhere here. But obviously that is a little bit of hopium. But I don't know, any kind of big Assassin's Creed stuff, they're gonna put it in this last weekend here. So last weekend leading up to the end of it. Really not sure what they're thinking. Could be Edward. And I think if they're gonna put like some kind of winner take all, it's gonna be during the champion chase, which would be right here. The champion chase would be right here, the last weekend of March. So if there was going to be a winner take all for one of the Assassin's Creed characters, it'll be in that last weekend, probably for the champion chase. And then the following weekend, yeah, we'll probably have some kind of hero's path with a lot of goodies in it. But the Titan event will be over, so there'll be no Titan events in that one. Anyways, just some small speculations there on my part in terms of what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I think it all kind of makes sense there. The Assassin's Creed is winding down, so they have to get rid of, obviously sell us the remaining champions. And of course, their souls are going to be up for grabs as well, so they got to jam all that into the last couple of weeks. Personally speaking, I'm only really interested in Edward's 5-star soul at this point, unless they obviously offer Bayek in some kind of capacity, which, like I said, I don't think is going to happen. In terms of the Titan event, is Pelops worth, basically juicing up, right? He's one of the first Argonites and one of the first ones that you guys probably have. Pelops, is he worth going for a 5-star soul? 5-star soul is going to give him crit damage, going to give him accuracy. He does require, in my opinion, accuracy to be consistent, because his kit doesn't require accuracy if you can land HP burn. So you either need somebody on the team to land HP burn, or you require him with accuracy so he can land his own HP burn. He can land HP burn when he gets hit. And once he has the HP burn on the enemy, for example, his decreased attack cannot be resisted. His stun and steal cannot be resisted. And then after that, he doesn't require any other accuracy for debuffs or anything like that. So does he require accuracy for the 5-star? Yeah, I would definitely say he gets some value. He can hit pretty hard with his A2, so giving him something like the crit damage from the 4-star is obviously going to be very good. So going all the way to the 5-star makes a lot of sense. You also get some pretty good value from him just from a single 1-star blessing, because he is HP based. His shield will be based off of his HP as well. So having him with more HP from the 1-star makes a lot of sense as well. So I think he's a good candidate just to add some more stats with these blessings. So going for the 1 or 3 or 5 all really makes sense for him. If you want to go anywhere along the Titan event, definitely pick up some of those souls. I'm thinking the Thunderbolts relic is actually pretty decent just for crit damage and all that. I did mention that shields aren't too prevalent in PvE content, but you'll run into shields a lot in arena, so you'll get some value out of the Thunderbolt Spear relic. I think if you're looking to save resources, skipping out on his 5-star soul is probably going to be okay. He is going to be one of your main Argonites, when you first make your Faction Wars teams. But going in with a 3-star is not so bad. So definitely, if you want to save some resources, skip out on the 5-star is not a huge deal, but he does benefit, pretty greatly from it. Accuracy and crit damage and stuff really helps his kit out, right? I was thinking a little bit about the Argonite's introduction into, raid and all that stuff. I think it's been, I don't know, feels like a little bit of a miss. These characters, I realize they don't bring a lot of control. They need to bring some control champions into the Argonites. I just feel like the champions available just don't really have too much variety, I think. Like Palace seems like a champion that was already released, or a mix of current champions. Cassandra and Pelops seem very similar. They have a hard-hitting single target hit. and then they bring some defensive abilities with some team buffs. Kabaran also HP burn base, so you got Cassandra, Pelops, Kabaran, all relying on HP burns. And then you have Hecatan, which is just like a crazy champion. But he brings control. He brings like kind of everything, but he's also like the void champion. It feels like they need some kind of like epic control, or they need something else. But of course, the faction just started. And then I guess as a 7th anniversary event or event champion, I don't find Pelops that intriguing. I don't know about you guys, but I don't find him that interesting. So I've been kind of detached from this like anniversary event. Like I remember when Armans and Fabian were in the mix, like people were going crazy for these guys. They're like game-changing champions, meta shaking champions. Not necessarily, it don't, those are tough standards, right? Those are tough standards to uphold. Pelops is a fine champion, but he's definitely not, he's not like 7th anniversary hype or that level, or Fabian Arman's level. So maybe we just have to keep our expectations in check a little bit. Now, like I said, Pelops is a fine champion, and going for his 5-star soul in the Titan event makes perfect sense. But I wouldn't be too dogged if you didn't end up getting the 5-star soul. Anyways, just my 2 cents on everything there. Like I said, we recap some of the early events for next week. We got the big Soulstone event starting tomorrow. We got a Verdant Deck of Fate for some relic materials starting tomorrow as well. And then the Titan event is starting on Tuesday. No CBC this week, so we'll probably see maybe some more news updates sometime in the midweek, I think. But it seems like we're pretty ready for the next couple of days. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this Titan event for Pelops 5-star soul. Let me know how your fusion went. Are you guys done? Are you guys still working on it? Thanks so much for watching until the end. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.